There are a few Skyrim videos out there on the internet. Some are mine, some are not mine. Well, most of them are not mine. But one thing I wanted to try, after seeing a flintlock rifle in one of the mods I had on, was can I beat the game with guns? Because it's Skyrim, you know, everyone's running at you with a sword and shield. So if I just pull out a, you know, Mega Blaster, how's that going to go? I say Mega Blaster. So obviously in this we have got flintlocks, rifles, and a blunderbuss. So the blunderbuss being the, you know, Mega Blaster. Mega Man is also the game. Just kidding, he's not actually. But yeah, I'm just going to play through the game only using firearms. And you think, oh, initially you might think, hey, that's easy. Like, how could you not do that? I'm an idiot. So, ammo, you can craft it. We'll get to that later. And also you can pick some up from enemies that also have flintlock rifles, or, you know, blunderbuss, whatever. But you only get 25 at a time. Or 50, I think, if it's blunderbuss ammo. And obviously I've not used it. I've not actually really wielded these weapons apart from one time where I tried it out on a wall. And I thought to myself, right, this is taking like 2 or 3 shots to kill some basic enemies. How am I gonna kill? How am I gonna kill a dragon with it? So yeah, that was like my main concern in this playthrough, was getting enough ammo to kill big enemies and saving the ammo for later on. So like I said, we'll get around to the crafting. That's now. You can craft ammo. I came across, I think it's a bug, I'm pretty sure it's a bug, but basically you need lead ingots to craft lead ammo, lead bullets, and also just like rifle balls, but I couldn't craft lead bullets with lead ingots because it bugged out and it just wouldn't let me craft it. It said I didn't have any, but I did, and I think it's because I stole them, so that sucks. But anyway, we're starting every run. We're starting this run like every other run. Going to the chests, the thingy chests, the Khajiit chests, and I'm just, you know, catching the butterfly because Dragonborn be out here, you know, enjoying the nature. No, anyway. So yeah, getting all the Khajiit chests sorted out, seeing what I get from them, and then here's me going through, seeing what I need to craft and what I can craft. And ideally, I would have made a, I don't know what it's called. It's like a heavy lead bullet, something like that. And it looked really cool, but that was the thing I couldn't make, so rip. It's also me now looking through the inventories to try and get the ingots that I need. I think lead ingots are part of this mod, because I never saw them anywhere else and could not find them in any like merchant inventory. It just wasn't there, so I ended up just stealing them all from this guy, which I think is why I couldn't use them, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. He is the Outlander. He's like the NPC for this mod, I think. I haven't really looked into the mod much. All I know is that you get weapons. So yeah, I just stole a bunch of stuff from him, and that's me like 5 lead ingots. But then if I go down and make them, I made 3 here. I can make 4 there, but obviously I stole them as well. So I do have them, but whatever. Ended up going back and killing Outlander, grabbing his sword and using flames and the sword to kill this Forsworn guy that had a musket. Because obviously I can't really play through the rest of the game with the weapon if I don't have the weapon. So yeah, I killed the guy there. After that, well, after this playthrough, I mean, like last night, I just started another game, just save, just, you know, for casual playthrough. Found out that if you go to the Fletchers in Solitude, they sell ammo and weapons. So I should have probably realised that, because they also sell the bolts, crossbow bolts. But I didn't know it at this point, so whatever. I make it, imbue it with fire and give it a very smart sounding name, you know, the smartest name in existence. And yeah, that's pretty much what I started the game with, really. I also made the Dragon's Breath, as you can see here, because, you know, it's a blunderbuss, so it's kind of like a shotgun, but not really. So I don't know, yeah, it went well. I also actually kind of didn't use the blunderbuss for like the majority of the game, because I was like, why didn't I use it? I think I didn't use it because the ammo, it did a little bit more damage, and I was like, oh, I don't want to use that, I want to save it. And then I ended up forgetting about it until later on when I had hundreds of rounds for it. So that was kind of funny. But yeah, if you are thinking of playing Skyrim with guns, I would recommend it. It was fun. And it was kind of like, in a way, OP, but I mean, not really. Because, you know, you're still, it's a musket. It takes time to reload. It's not like an automatic rifle, so there is that. And I suck at COD, so my aim sucks as well. No, I'm kidding. But as you can see, they're one-shotting these basic enemies at wherever that place is. And I've played through this game so many times I don't remember the name of it. But yeah, it does count as archery as well. So not right now, but later on. Yeah, look at that, I didn't even have a pellet in the thing. Or a bullet, whatever. Later on, I didn't even realise that my dumbass could have just enchanted my equipment with archery buffs, and then I'd have done even more damage with it, so it did take me a little bit of time to come to that realisation, but your boy's an idiot, so that's understandable, really. This was like the first boss sort of weapon, anyway, even. As you can see, you know, it wasn't OP by any standards, so I had to kind of just dip and hide. Then just straight up executed Arvel. See you later, bud. Give me that claw. And yeah, now we're just going on through. What is that? All barrel? No, that's not it. Oh no, I got it wrong. Ah. Bear moth owl. Yeah, I can never remember the puzzle solutions in this game. I always have to actually look at the claw. Unlike Resident Evil 2's remake, I just know the puzzle solutions in that game. But this game, nah. Look at that. Look at that. Insanely cinematic kill. You know, brought to you by the Skyrim cinematic camera angle. Man, I should really play Oblivion more. Obviously I have it because it's on Game Pass, but I've played it for a bit, but not like an insane amount. So I've just been playing Skyrim, man. Skyrim's fun. Look at this. I just killed a wolf with a flintlock rifle. What's not to like? And then I just kind of trolled this guy. Get it? Trolled. With the rifle up here. I crouch down now and again just because my CSGO brain is like, oh, crouching, better accuracy. Doesn't work that way in this game. And that's me just jumping with excitement for talking to the Greybeards. Because, you know, it's the first time since who? Tiber Septim? No. Who was it? Who was the last person to be summoned? I don't remember. I think it was Tiber Septim. Although wasn't he the Emperor in Oblivion? I don't know. Whatever. Moving on from that rambling. Force to focus your thumb more sharply. Let's run super fast. Is there a way to boost? Is there a way to boost your run speed in this game? I mean, yeah, using the horse glitch. Like if you know, like lean a horse at an angle and then come off of it or whatever. But I don't know. That guy's crawling around for some reason. I think no, it wasn't me that shot him. I'd be in trouble right now. But yeah, the cultists came in, obviously, for Dragonborn's DLC. And I kind of showed them who was boss. They came at me with their little magic spells. I have a gun. Yeah, that went well. I never get this first try. It's so dumb. I mean, not that puzzled me. I'm so dumb. I always mess it up. But it's all good. Second try is a charm. That's the expression, right? All good? Very good. Yeah, we're through. Easy peasy. Change it back to Unrelenting. See the amount of times I forgot to change it back to Unrelenting Force and ended up just running into an enemy. Swear to God. It's a pain in the ass. So, like, I do kind of try and sneak every now and again to get that sneak level up so I can become like a stealth gunner, but stealth doesn't really work when you're firing a gun without a suppressor. And believe it or not, the old redcoats or whoever they were back in the day, we don't get taught about the American Civil War in Scotland, believe it or not, but whoever they were back in the day didn't have suppressors for their muskets and cannons. I do, however, now want to see a sketch template for a musket suppressor. That would be kind of funny. Interesting. Anyway, Brandon Herrera, get on that. Yeah, because he watches my videos. But yeah, anyway, first main quest done. I got some things. I got the golden claw, and I'm a good guy. Gave it back to him. And then I went and upgraded more of my stuff because, well, I mean, you know, I said I figured out about the bow thing, so that's me doing it. Bow enchantment. I did go heavy armor route, but I don't know why. in second thought, like looking back on it, I wish I'd gone light armor, so I'd been faster and moving around. Because, well, I went heavy armor because I would be standing around for a while, probably having to take some hits while reloading. Which, you know, is valid, makes sense. And you don't really move that fast straight away with light armor, but it's fine, doesn't really matter. So that's me just aiming at Alduin just to give him a precursor, or you know, like a foreshadow of what's going to happen. And yeah, there's Salk there. He took some shots. He took them like a big boy. Didn't go down as quick as I thought he would, but at the same time, it wasn't like much of a challenge. Wasn't much of a challenge, mainly because he was focused on Delphine there. So shout out to Delphine, she got my back. And now that Mjolnir, no, that's not Mjolnir, that's Salk there, is dead, we got a bit bored. I say we, I mean me. Well, not bored, just, you know, I wanted to test out some things. So here's me recreating an Achievement Hunter video from 2012. But not really. I'm just playing with some cabbages. Because I like playing with my food. Don't like cabbage, like lettuce. Lettuce is pretty good. But after playing with the cabbages, I go and speak to Malborn to further the story. I go and talk to him because I need to further the story, I guess. No, I can. So yeah, he wants me to give him all my gear that I want to take with me into the Thalmor embassy. Obviously, I really take just the main things that I need and drop everything else with him. So I take a gun, a couple guns, healing potions, and when you're ready. Yeah, that's pretty much it, actually. Guns and healing potions. What else do I need? That's all you need in life, actually. It's just a gun and a healing potion. You're good to go. But yeah, here we are in the embassy. I do some sneaky stuff, get through, get into here. This Malborn's like whispering and stuff, and I'm just like, right, let me just steal everything. But here's me grabbing all my stuff. And then the game crashed. That was pretty cool. Weird. It doesn't actually happen often on Xbox, I'm going to say. It happens less often in PC, though. When was the last time I had a crash on PC? I don't even know, to be honest. But I got back, got my stuff, got my guns, got everything equipped, and showed these guys white armor doesn't mean anything when you have a rifle. No, actually, to be fair, yeah, there is broken bones, but I don't think a flintlock would penetrate. Fire is a ball, you know. Man, I want to see that test now. How can anyone on YouTube got a flintlock rifle and elven armor, by any chance? But, yeah, so, pushing through this embassy, I grabbed this book of Esbern, and then I'm like, oh hey, this guy, cool, let's go back and tell Delphine about him. So guess what I did? Teabagged the ground. No. Got out, went back to play with some more cabbages. So yeah, like, what you don't know, right now, I'm recording this way later than I actually did the playthrough, so I don't really remember what I've done. So yeah, that caught me off guard, the cabbage play. But yeah, told Delphine what I did. Or what Esbern did, or what the Thalmor did. I don't know, someone did something, told us, Delphine, and now we're gonna go find Esbern. But before I do that, I do more upgrading, do more enchanting. So I enchant another blunderbuss sort of weapon, which again, like I said earlier, didn't realise how good it was until the end of the game, but we move, it's fine. Yeah, and then I went, obviously, it kind of bums me out that you can't just go down to the rat hole, without speaking to Brynjolf and doing all that stuff, but whatever. Like, I'd like to go down here, do a bunch of stuff down here, and then go back to Brynjolf up there, and then he has no idea who you are, and you're like, right, but I've been down there for like 3 days straight, just duplicating things. What are you talking about? But that's fine, whatever. So there's a good old Esbern, little hermit that he is. I accidentally re-triggered his conversation again, so I was like, whoop. See, goddamn, this game is amazing. No bugs, no glitches, no nothing. Just pure gameplay. There's some stupid magic guy trying to use magic against me when I have a gun. That's my precise point. By the way, I'm going to go off on a rant about Harry Potter if I don't stop myself after this sentence. My precise point about Harry Potter, they're like, Expelliarmus or whatever. They go to raise their wand. They need to shout something like an enemy. If I had a gun, I'd just, you know, slide it out the holster and bang, dead, done, easy. I mean, I'm not saying we're gonna go kill a bunch of kids, but you know, I'm not Anakin, but I mean, yeah, like, I don't need to shout 45 ACP, but I pull the trigger. I don't have a Colt 45, but I have a replica. It's pretty cool. But yeah, you get the point. You know, guns superior to magic, unless it's like the Force, where you can stop a bullet. But the Force isn't really magic, so there's also that. And I wonder how. Oh, I'm gonna go off another tangent. Which is fair, because this point in the game is boring as all hell. I'm just standing here, the camera panning. I wonder how the Star Wars universe would act under physical projectiles and not blaster shots, like energy shots. Because obviously the Jedi can deflect them, but, well, anyone with the Force, like, I can, like, in tune with the Force. Also, yeah, I just steal the thing off this guy. Obviously, they can just deflect shots using their skills and abilities. Bullet fire is a lot faster than a blaster energy shot thing. So I wonder how that would work. But yeah, anyway, moving on with Skyrim. We're not playing Star Wars right now. Destroy this dwarven centurion. Actually, I don't. I get a bunch of those centipedes to do it for me. The Arthropleura help. That's a throwback. Literal. If you don't know, the Arthropleura is an ancient millipede, like millions of years, like tens of millions of years old. So yeah, that's a throwback and a half. But yeah, so I realised that I picked up the wrong thing. I pickpocketed the wrong thing off of Septimus Cygnus, whatever his name is. So I'm like, damn, gotta go out and go get it again, travel back and forth. As I do that, I come across this camp where I just kill a bunch of people. I mean, the name of the game, really. I mean, the name of the game is Skyrim. But realistically, you're just a psychopath who happens to be you're basically Anakin, actually. Like, face it, anything you do in this game is not good. If God was real and he judged you by your Skyrim character and his deeds, you would be going to hell, right? So realistically, you're the dark side. You're siding with the dark side in this. You're not a good person. I mean, your character, not you. I don't know who you are. But speaking of good people, I found this. Woo! Didn't do it. But you know. Yep, I touched the beacon. Actually, I've got another playthrough going. Not like for recording, just for fun. Because I play this game for fun sometimes, believe it or not. And I picked up that thing. I still have to go do the quest though. I'm like 20 hours in or something. Still have to go do it. I picked it up at like 10 hours. So, there's that. But yeah, I finally got the Dragon Scroll. The Elder Scroll. Need to go and talk to these lads to unlock... what's it called? What's it called? Clear Voice? No, Clear Skies. And then I'll go and talk to Mario. So once I unlock this stupid thing, good to go. Showed us Ice Wraith that ice is not a good defense against a bullet. What is a bullet? What's the definition of a bullet? I don't know. But still, not a good defense. You're made of ice. If you trip and fall, you'll break and die. Like a 80-year-old. Hello there, Parthenax. Parthenax is awesome. I don't ever kill him, obviously, because I'm not I'm not a psychopath. Dovahkiin is a psychopath. So, I don't ever kill him, because he's a good lad. And I don't think it really gives you anything. I might actually look that up. Or I might, like, make an alternate save. I might, like, make, like, a throwaway save where I do kill him and see what happens. Because I've never killed him and never seen what happens when you kill him. I'm assuming the blades, like Delphine and that, are just like, oh, you killed Parthenax, well done. Here, have this weapon that is far inferior to the weapon I'd actually be using at that point. Shout out to Torment. Yeah, so that was me just squaring up to, what's his face, Alduin there. He's flying in the sky, hovering, talking shit to me, and I just pull out a gun. I just pull out my 9, you know? It's not a 9. What actually caliber were the original muskets? Probably severe, like, right? Probably at least like a 40 cal. That was a good shot, me. Well done. So here he is on the ground. He has no idea the power of the Civil War weaponry. And there he goes. First kill. Well, first... No, you can't really call that a kill, I suppose. First defeat of Alduin.
A fair point.
I wish there was a way to like talk to Alduin like later on in the game, and just be like, hey, yeah, remember in the beginning, like I don't know, days ago, weeks ago, depends how long you take, you attacked Helgen, and then there was that guy on the chopping block. That was me. So, unlucky. If you just waited another like 20 seconds, you would have destroyed the world and won. But you didn't, so jog on. I actually did the motion there. I don't even have a camera on. I did the jog on motion from Hot Fuzz. Man, that movie is amazing. Yeah, so I skipped the whole convent here. I mean, not convent, I mean Guts isn't here, but I skipped the whole thing there and just progressed on. I tried to clear skies so that I could give these people some nice sun, but what's his face? Jasper here was being a bitch, so yeah. Whatever. Yeah, it's funny that they acknowledge, like, stop doing that thing that you're doing there. Don't do that again. I don't know what it is, but don't do it again. It's funny. Good game. Love Skyrim. Here's me calling in Odahviing. In a previous save, I did try and save the guard here that actually gets annihilated by Odahviing, but I couldn't find a way to save him, so meh. Like, there's me like hitting him with Dragonrend before he comes down, and he still gets taken away. So I think it's just purely scripted. Rip that guard. Odahviing is now trapped. Skuldaffin's a cool name. But on that note, Odahviing is now freed. So he's going to take me to Skuldaffin. And then from Skuldaffin, I'm going to go and speak to Alduin in a very polite way. Actually, yeah, I just realised that speaking is how the dragons fight. So to us, that's like sarcasm, but to the dragons, that might actually be something. Anyway, we're in Skuldaffin now. Killed a dragon. Used that claw. Honestly, at this point, I was just running through everything because I wasn't entirely worried about the ammo, but I had my eye on it because I didn't exactly have 999 shots, you know. But it was alright because, again, I forgot I had the blunderbuss with almost 300 shots. Stand the warrior's test with me and my axe. Person who's staring at me with a rifle. Alright, so now we're in not Yormasker. What's it called? The hell's the afterlife called there? I don't know, but the Great Hall of Talos or whatever it is. We get Alduin down. We clear away his soul snare. That's how Sean Connery was here. Soul snare. And then I show him the power of ranged projectiles. Wait, isn't every projectile ranged? Of ranged weaponry. There we go. He has fire, I have fire, but mine comes out with also a bullet. So, you're dead. Goodbye. Man, Alduin's design is so cool. Like, I wish you could get armor to match his. But anyway, there's the game. Yeah, you can beat it with a gun, believe it or not. You can beat the game with a fork, for the love of God. If you can beat the game with a fork, you can beat the game with a gun. I do have other ideas. I actually do want to play the game and beat it with a fork or like a kitchen knife because of a mod that I have. But Spiff and Britt already did a video on beating the game with a fork. Was it a fork? Yeah, it was a fork. I think it was a fork. However, he used the exploit, the restoration exploit, fortify restoration exploit. I'm not doing that. I'm just going to actually play the game as it is without using those exploits. I'm not going to make some 9 billion damage weapon. So if you want to see me beat the game with a fork, leave a comment down below saying fork off, and hopefully YouTube doesn't censor it. But yeah, leave a comment down below saying fork off, and I'll beat this game with a fork without any without the fortify restoration exploit. If that gets done, I will do it, and if not, then I'll probably still do it. It's not gonna lie, because it sounds like a laugh. But yeah, there's Alduin dead. Alduin is Dilon. I think that means death, or is something like that. I don't know. The Draugr say it Dilon as well. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoy the second half of the commentary that I'm doing now, days later, weeks later, after the original. I had an initial plan. The initial plan didn't go to plan. So here we are. That's Dragon. No, not Dragonborn. That's Skyrim beat with guns. Subscribe to support the channel. Leave a like to promote the video. and leave a comment as well, other than the fork off, if you want. Just to, I think that also helps promote, and leave suggestions of videos. It'd be fun. Goodbye.